Hi everyone, I'm Sam. Let's play some daily games. Today is November 9th, 2025, Sunday, and we'll start with Wordle first. Playing number 1604. Alright, strip, as usual, the go-to. Every day, will today be the day that changes and I get a new starting word tomorrow? It is not, and it can be all graded. I really need to come up with a game plan for like when I get the all grades, what word I choose to go with next because okay, ladle. Has anyone done that one before? Ladle. Laden, what about that? Laden. Well, even if it's not a possible word, it does the end. So let's give it a try. Test of that. There's no N. We've only got one vowel now. Okay. This be Q U. Whoa. No quote, no T. Choke is an option. Choke. Evoke. Evoke. Evoke and choke. Okay. Evoke, yeah. Choke. Any? Because I think, uh, or like beach tree. That's a good one too. Since I'm not gonna get it. I'm obviously I already failed to get it in 2. It's unlikely I'll get it in 3, so I think I might as well go for an eval and try to give myself a chance at a 4. So with that in mind, I'll try to test for the B, the H, V. What about anything else? Douche, nope. W H G H E M beefy. Okay, it's possible, I guess. So maybe we can test for the Y. Okay. So maybe I'll do something like herby just to test for as many letters as possible. But with that, okay, we've ruled out from there choke. Have not ruled out evoke, so that still looks good. We've ruled out beefy, beach, choke. So I'm really seeing only evoke, I think, because it can't be emoji. There's no I. It can't be emote, no T. So I think it might be evoke. I'll go for it. No, it's not evoke. Oh my god. What? Okay, I totally missed something here. Wait, Q? No, but it can't because there's only one E, or else the other one would have lit up in yellow. Okay, so it can't be Q. There's only one E. It's not that. Q. Okay, very interesting because if all the other vowels were out and there's only one E, so we have to use the U somewhere. Okay, now where do we use the Q? That's the question, isn't it? Q, Q. Wow, I'm kind of perplexed by this. Maybe something busy or what in the world? Oh. Oh, maybe this one. Fugue. Like fugue state. Wow. I only have 2 guesses left, so this better be something good. Okay, finally. Whoa, I did not see that one at all. Whoa. Yeah. Fugue. That is tough. But I mean, it makes sense. I was due for a 5 soon. I've been getting pretty lucky with 3s and 4s and even a 2. And it's been a while since I last saw a 5 guess solve. So yeah. The scales have to balance, right? Okay, let's take a look at Squirtle. Today's answer was fugue. It started with strip. As we know, nothing here. Laden. Okay, better, 97. And I thought Herbie was a good eval. I thought so, but 17 guesses left, and then it was down to evoke. And then maybe only one. Fugue. Okay. So after Laden, yeah, we had a lot more than I expected. They're like fem. I didn't see that one. Booze. Although it being Wordle, would they really go with booze? It's very right. Vogue. Okay, I didn't see that one as well. Gouge. Yeah, a lot of them. Not those. Nah, no. Boche. I doubt it. Yeah, I didn't see Q earlier. Geeky. I also didn't see that one. Gecko. Nope, did not notice that. Uh, Befog. Yeah, Befog would have been a good guess, I guess. But yes, I wonder. Okay, let's see what Squirtle would have done. So Squirtle would have gotten a 4. Slate born. That's an interesting word. Thought to do that one. Midge. Is midge really a word? A tiny dipteran fly. Oh yes, yes. Now I remember it. Yeah. Okay. Yes, now I remember now. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of that one. So can't really blame me for not really going these ones that I couldn't have thought of. Okay. But I think fugue, it's honestly I want to say that it's not an easy word to get, in my opinion. So I feel like the common words that I was thinking of first, I don't think I can be too hard on myself for going with those evals at first, and really, and no, the fact that I didn't see fugue, so I had to just go with evoke, which is the only one that I thought was possible. I went with that. So what can I say, right? Evoke. That was the answer on Christmas Day 2023. All right, I didn't know that. And then Irby has Wordle on that. No, it has not. Irby. Irby definitely is a word. Like, right, it's okay. Adjective Irby. Yeah, sure. Okay, that works. And then also a couple of ones I wanted to check. Femme. Let me do that one. Booze. Oh, they have done booze. I'm surprised. Okay, they have done that. Okay. Femme. Nope. Uh, Geeky. No, not yet. Geeky is still out. Still available. Gecko is out. But Geeky is still a possibility. Uh, okay. The ones that I was thinking of, like Beach. Beach, not yet. Okay. Beefy. Beefy, done. Okay. Alright. But Beach is still possible. But Choke, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Choke is done. And, there's another one I was looking at. Chemo, nah. I doubt they do that. Webby. I don't think so. Chewy. Oh, that's not bad. Chewy. Kind of like that one. Chewy. Haven't done it yet before. Okay. Chewy. I like it. Vogue. Vogue is still possible. Okay. Nice. So yeah, I really need to give some thought onto what I want to, give as my second word here. Um yeah. So I have to think about that. Which are the ones that haven't been done before, because these are the answers that have already been done before. So what would I choose as a good second word that hasn't been done before? Maybe, considering that Irby hasn't been done before, maybe I will try that next time. It does test another vowel, and has some popular letters like H and Y, but it repeats the R. Okay, so I don't like that. Yeah. Optimally, I would like to get 5 unique letters in a second guess if strip doesn't pan out. Okay, I'll give it some thought, and we'll see if it's required tomorrow. But yeah, I got to think about it today. All right, let's move on to connections. Let's go here. Okay, we are playing number 882. There we go. All right, today's 16 words: noodle, mirror, cronut, muse, compact, cranium, reflect, tweezers, puffin stuff, dense, brush, tight, deliberate, lunar, thick, and nail file. Okay, nail file, tweezers, mirror, brush. I would say all items belonging to kind of like I want to say manicure kit, but not necessarily, because brush obviously it's not to do with your nails. Oh, unless it's like a nail polish brush, but that's probably not what they mean. This is more like maybe just like a cosmetics kit. No, not really cosmetics. I mean, it's kind of like a beauty kit of sorts, but it's not. It's not to do with makeup, so I can't say cosmetics. I don't think so. So maybe like a beauty kit of sorts. Yeah, something like that beauty kit. All right, I don't want to lock that in just yet, so put that aside. I know cronut is like a pastry because it's a croissant donut. Puffin stuff. I don't know, but that sounds like it could be a cream puff, maybe. Uh, but then what else would that be about? no idea. Okay. Then after now, lunar. Yeah, it is lit to the moon. You've got Lunar New Year. Let's see that. Okay. To muse, to reflect, to deliberate. Wait, hold on. Reflect, muse. Hmm. Because I can see like noodle and cranium being like your brain, your head, like that. But then Oh, there's also compact. Right. That could be in the cosmetics kit. I did not see that one. Okay, so it's a good thing I did not get too far ahead of myself. Okay, so this could be the one. And then mirror, reflect. All right. That is interesting. Okay. Compact, but it could also be dense, right? So, okay. Compact, dense, thick and tight. Probably is the second group, all close together. So these four are out. The lunar one is interesting. Lunar calendar. Hmm. What's this? Lunar. So I could definitely see compact, dense, and tight going together. And then reflect, muse, deliberate. It's part of another group already, I think. And then noodle could be in the verb form, sort of think about something. That's possible. That would leave us with cranium, puffin stuff, cronut, and lunar, which I genuinely do not see what they have in common. So that is interesting. Right. In that case, maybe I will have to go one by one because I don't really know. Let's try these then. Part of a, yeah, beauty kit of some kind. Care kit, yeah. Personal grooming items, okay. But I think I got the idea. My naming was not Greek, but I think I got there. Tight, dense, compact, and thick. Okay. I think all close together, maybe? Packed, alright. So we are left with the blue and the purple. So it's maybe probably cronut. Cronut. Reflect muse. Because, or cranium as a verb, perhaps. The only thing is, if I knew what puffin stuff was, what is that? Or are these like trademarked terms of some kind? Right. But cranium really feels very much like a noun. And these feel very much like verbs, actions, kind of thing. Noodle, I feel like noodle, use noodle, it could be still related. But cranium with the other group looks so weird. Like, what? Cronut, croissant donut, there's a hole in there. It's layered because it's a croissant. Puffin stuff. I actually don't know what that is. And then the lunar one, lunar. Rain. Oh, wait a second. Rain, moon, puffin. Okay, now I get it. All right, so these, and okay, I see now. These are, yeah, to think about something. Ponder, yep. And these are, the start of the word sounds like birds. Puffin, puffin stuff. Okay, puffin, stupid. Lunar, loon, bird. Cranium, crane, and then crow, cronut. Gosh, dang it! This is a crazy group. Starting with bird homophones. My God. Whoa, has it been a while since we've got a homophones one? Because I feel like my brain is not practiced enough to really capture the sounds of it. So yeah, because I was trying to go by what I could see visually, like what does the word look like? But I was like, it doesn't look like anything. They don't look like parts of anything, except for maybe like cronut with nut at the end. But other than that, it didn't look like part of anything. But then, so I tried to think about the sounds in it, and then finally it clicked for me. But I do feel like it almost has been quite a while since we've done a really good homophones group, and that's probably why my brain is kind of rusty into that uh you know mindset, like that kind of thinking. Whew, but I had to say I love this purple group. It's I don't know, I love it personally. Personal grooming items. Okay, yellow brush, mirror. So I actually got a regular rainbow, not a reverse, but it's still kind of fun that I got it in exactly the order that I figured it out, as well as the difficulty that they intended. So very the rules are on point today. They're color rules. Personal grooming items. Okay, brush, like yeah, like a hairbrush. Okay, mirror to check yourself to see how you look. Nail file, found those nails. Tweezers to pluck anything. Packed, compact, dense, thick, tight. I can say not yeah. So that is right. That's pretty straightforward. There, ponder, deliberate, muse, reflect. Those are the ones that I knew. Noodle. I know, like I've heard of like use your noodle. So that's like use your brain to think. But I'm not too familiar with noodle as a verb now. But I figured that it sounded like it could be. Right. So noodling. Okay. So here it says we got a couple of verbs here, but this one says to improvise on an instrument in a formal or desultory manner. But I would reckon that noodle, besides this verb meaning, also can mean like to use your brain, because it also means right noodle, right? I don't know, because this one is more like to improvise on an instrument, so that's not exactly ponder, is it? But okay. I'm starting with the bird hoppers. As I already said, crane, the bird, Crane, crow, Crow, loon, Loon, and then puffin, which is, oh, this is so tricky. Puffin stuff. Oh, yeah. I mean, I know what you're thinking, like, oh, these other two words don't make sense, so they obviously have to be in that purple group. But the thing is that I was just so annoyed, wondering, like, well, what is it? What is it, right? I don't understand. Why is this a group like that? Then puffin, then the sound made sense after that. But I don't know. I still feel proud of myself for forgetting it. So puffin, Puffin. But just for curiosity's sake, what is puffin stuff? There's a series? I thought it's actual food. Oh my god, what is that? I thought it was a food and I was expecting something yummy to show, but I get this. I am sorry to say, monstrosity with green eye bags. What is this? This would give me nightmares. What the puffin stuff film? I don't know. Okay, from the original. Oh god, what is this? Why does it look like that? HR puffin stuff. A friendly dragon? Oh, because he puffs and stuff, I guess. Man, I really thought it was like a cool snack or something. Friendly dragon. HR puffin stuff. My god, it's terrifying, actually. Oops, sorry. HR puffin stuff. I'm trying to see where the dragon aspect comes in here. Maybe. Okay, I can see that puffin stuff has a tail at the back. It's just the face that freaks me out. Okay, whoever has seen this series before, is it is it creepy? Because oh my god, the burger too. What is that? Oh, that's a McDonald's burger. Okay, the cheeks and the nose, horrifying. Okay, okay. I'm just gonna close this because it's freaking me out a little bit. Okay, not a little, a lot. And then cronut, as I've said, yeah, delicious. Now let's move on to something actually tasty. A cronut. Yeah. Okay. What? No, I want images. Yeah, there we go. That looks delish. Like a round shaped croissant, essentially. It's I mean they call it a donut and I guess it kinda is, but I think it's more in shape of a donut, but it's still at the base of it a croissant, I believe so. Just like croffles. But I think comparatively, I would prefer a croffle over a cronut just because I don't want it looks too thick, too hard to just put in your mouth. Whereas a croffle is more on the flat side, and I like that little shapes of the waffle in the with the croissant layers. And then lunar, right, like to do with the moon stuff, and and then cranium, right? Okay, so yeah, but I do wonder if they ever consider like Wina and the rest of the puzzle makers if they considered that for non-American players who see the word puffin stuff, like I don't know, because it really does look like it's a product name, but or something like that. So I was leaning towards product name, or like it'd be a food because it did sound like puff and stuff. Like it's a bit like Oreo double stuffed, and then they spell it in a weird way. So it gave me this feeling of like a product kind of, But I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, maybe they didn't intend to mislead us that way. But I do feel like if you're not American, it might kind of lead you to think of like food products or just some kind of commercial product as opposed to a children's TV character. Like I wouldn't have thought about that at all. I mean, just the way it's spelled and the words that they call it. Like, why would I think of like Mr. Puff as a dragon? Okay, kind of get it. Puff and stuff. HR Puff and stuff. Even what is the HR? Okay, well I don't know, but that's weird, and I wish I never knew about Puff and stuff, and now I have to wipe my brain out for that. But I think great. I did not make a mistake despite me not knowing some of this stuff. I still did okay. I don't think it was actually too difficult. I probably just struggled a bit more than other people did, but yeah, I don't think it's too tough. I'm not gonna put a difficulty rating because I don't know. I just feel like I struggled a bit more than probably others did, but I really do love that purple. That's very fun, very very fun. All right, let me know how you did for that one. Okay, we'll move on to the last game for today, which is the LA Times Meeting Crossword by Elizabeth C. Gorski. It is the end of the week here, so let's get into it. One across ink smudge. Oh, what is this? Okay, I can't think of it. Let's just go. One down, single email sent to many recipients. Was it like a blast, like an email blast or something like that? Okay, two down, low cal beers. Lights, I think that should be it. Oops. Three down, becoming memoirist. Becoming, I have no idea. Okay. If one across ink smudge is like blot. Could three down be Obama, perhaps? Maybe. Four down, Firestone product. Firestone. What, the tire? How do you spell? Oh, I think so. Five down, here in Havana. Ooh. Okay, if it starts with A for alibi. No. I don't know. Six across, Persian Gulf nation with a maroon and white flag. Oh, Aki. There we go. Whew, 41 seconds. I totally forgot. I learned a little bit of Spanish, but I forgot. Okay. But never mind that. We'll just take a close look at the clues now. One across ink smudge. Okay, so that's blot. Ink blot. I forgot that word. One down, single email sent to many recipients. Usually we call like an email blast because it's just the same one. You want to like announce it and kind of thing to many people at the same time. Two down, low cal beers, low calorie beers. I know that they're called like lights, like light versions of the regular beer. Three down, becoming memoirist. I totally forgot that that's what his memoir was called, but knowing that there isn't going to be an O here, probably I figured, okay, five-letter person writing a biography, autobiography, probably Obama. Four down, Firestone product. Yeah, I guess Firestone is the tire brand. Five down, here in Havana, Cuba. You speak Spanish, so aquí is here in Spanish. Five across, perpetrator's story, is an alibi. Sort of to explain, supposedly, where you've been and why you couldn't have committed the crime that you are accused of. Six across, Persian Gulf nation with a maroon and white flag. That would be Qatar. Yes. Seven across, I volunteer. Another way of saying that is use me. Um, that's not really a common phrase. But when you say you're volunteering yourself, would people say use me? I mean, maybe I don't know. I don't hear many people saying that, or like, okay, or maybe like pick me. Is that right? Not really. And I just thought it was a funny phrase. Use me. Okay. Eight across, blank, Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life. That's a Christmas movie. And we are getting into the Christmas clues already. I know it's only just the one Christmas clue, but we are starting early. It's only November 9th, so yeah, early. Okay. So a couple of trivia things. Aki. Not trivia, but yeah, I mean language stuff. Okay, Aki. Obama for the trivia, the memoir. Firestone, you gotta know that that's a tire brand to know what that is. Qatar, that's trivia. And It's Wonderful Life. Popular movie. Trivia, but I think pretty basic one. Very general. I guess that's something like general knowledge. Okay. Let me know in the comments I did for today's Wordle, Connections, and LA Times Meeting Crossword. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.